Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another vlog. I am on my way to the swimming pool right now. It's a beautiful day, and it's spring break. Got some extra time. Haven't really been feeling like vlogging lately, but I did get a bunch of footage from the past 2 weeks. So I'm just gonna be voicing over what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. Just includes like a bunch of running footage and stuff like that. I hope you enjoy. So on the night before long runs, I typically set my alarm for 2 hours before the run starts. I get my gels ready that I'll be taking the next day, as well as my breakfast, which is typically just a fig bar. On the run itself, I did 20 miles this day. Started off 12 miles with my run club at 9:30 pace. And then afterwards, I went off on my own and did 7 miles at marathon pace, or 8 minutes per mile. This run went well, felt good, in control, much like many of my other long runs have been so far. But I can't say the same about my most recent long run, which will be coming up later in this video. On the way back, I bumped into Isabella, actually, so that was pretty sweet. Here's the marathon pace segment. This week I also did my Yasso 800s, so 10 reps of 800 meter intervals. I did them at 3 minutes 30 seconds each, as my marathon goal time is 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's supposed to be a decent predictor, though debatable, for your marathon success. I did that with ease, which inspired a lot of confidence, but looking a bit more into it, it doesn't seem like it's anything, not the greatest predictor at all. That said, we wrap up this run with a little sighting of Libby the statue, and that's it, 20 miles done. I needed another pair of marathon racers, so I ordered these new ones from ASICS. They are the Metaspeed Sky Paris. So far I've done one run in them, and they feel great. Good morning. It's 5:30 right now, and I'm running to Manhattan. So on Wednesdays I don't usually have much time to run, and the only time I do have is in the morning. I've been doing these 9 or 10 mile runs on Wednesdays and decided to set off to Manhattan and back this particular morning. A lot of people think getting up at 5 and running 9 miles might be crazy, but I mean, my theory is we all have this life force or libido, and it's our choice where we put it to. I used to put it towards drinking, video games, things that don't require much work but produce a lot of dopamine. Maybe it's just the way I'm wired, but doing hard things and naturally getting that dopamine is so much better for me. So that explains the title for this week's video. Why do it? Because you can. $15 miles in, 7 miles to go. Feeling good, doing good. 22-mile long run, longest of this training block. Let's go! So I just got all this bandit gear. Check it out. I think it's pretty sick. I think it's the coolest running brand out there right now, and it feels really good. This tee is super cool, super light, and it looks sick. 1 more mile. My ankles hurt. Everything kind of hurts. Everything hurts. All right. 22 miles done. Average pace 8:47. 3 hours and 13 minutes. That was way harder than it should have been. Supposed to run 47 seconds faster per mile in 4 weeks and an extra 4 miles. It's gonna be tough, but hopefully with some rest, with the taper, things will line up and we'll see how it goes from there. But for now, I am done. I'm toast. I am ready for a cream soda. Yeah, calling it a day. Yo, okay, I know I'm a walking billboard for Bandit, but it's really sick. If you want some, sign up with my referral link below. Do it. Just do it. I get $20. Speaking of Bandit, I decided not to Bandit the New York City Half Marathon. Instead, I signed up to volunteer for it. This is all the footage I had. It was a good time. So I picked up this 90s specialized hard rock mountain bike with 26-inch wheels. I recently joined this Facebook group called Cafe Cruiser Bicycles, and they just have the sickest Cafe Cruiser builds. I got inspired by it, so I picked up my own vintage bike and now I am restoring it. So on this day, I cleaned out all the parts, and the next day I dismantled everything, took off everything, and today I ordered a 1x group set, new wheels, new tires, new handlebars. It's gonna be a pretty sick build overall, so I'll document the process. It's gonna take a month or so.
Stop one. Date night. Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, bite. Do the bite.
Look, it's not floppy. Could be more flavor, but I like how crunchy and saucy it is.
Then we passed by this non-alcoholic specialty store where they sold, well, non-alcoholic drinks. How trendy, eh? We picked up 2 drinks, one botanical tonic and this Negroni that Issa's holding. The one she's holding right here was $10. It's a lot. Apparently voted New York Times #1 non-alcoholic drink or something like that. I thought it was good, but it definitely needed a nice glass and a nice ice cube and whatever, like an orange peel or something to enjoy. The one I picked out, a can from the UK, God, it tasted like the ocean. It had like 6 different types of seaweed inside, and it was a bit too much. I loved the direction they were going, but it tasted like you're drinking seaweed. So, cool concept. I'd buy it again if it were a bit lighter. Also, the can was like super cool. It felt kind of like sandpaper, just super high quality stuff. Next we went to Nami Nori for dinner and we went all out. We've been wanting to come here for 2 years, so we're happy that we finally did. 6 out of 10. It's good, but not worth the price. What is worth the price though is this drumstick for $4.50 from a bodega. I'll be honest, over the next couple of days, I was in a bit of a slump and spent a little bit more time than I should have in bed probably. Wasn't very productive, didn't feel so great. You know, you start wondering, why do I do the things that I do? Why do I do anything at all? Why cook? Why clean? Why exercise? Why make YouTube videos? Why work? You know, a bit of a downward spiral, I suppose, and I've always had this sort of depressive personality creep up every now and then, though the bad days have gotten pretty good, such that it only lasted a day, and when they do go bad, I find a chance to pick myself back up, and I still end up being able to, well, cook and clean and do a workout. So, I mean, things are getting better, but still, you gotta wonder, why do any of this at all? And the conclusion that I came up with is, well, because you can, and because it's better than the alternative of not doing anything at all. I've tried that, leaned into doing nothing for months at a time, perhaps even years at a time, and those were some of the hardest times in my life, I think. Whereas now, as bad as it gets, it's not so bad. It's not bad at all.